I'm so tired of this morning. Oh my gosh, I have no idea what we're gonna do today. We're gonna work on the knives. I mean, that's what we're gonna do. The sun is really bright. It's too bright, it's too early for brightness. I can hear Miley right now just rooting around downstairs. She's not very happy about somebody being inside and her not being with them. She's a much better behaved dog than I thought she would be. She was crazy the first time I met her. Lunch was pizza with a little bit of extra cheese because I like cheese, some hot sauce, and now I'm making myself a pot of coffee. I'm making myself a cup of coffee because I have a problem. I have a problem with coffee, you guys. I'm like 95% sure I've got a legitimate problem with coffee where it's like an addiction. And it's not good. I'd say it probably started when I was 18 at Narrowgate because that was all we had was coffee to drink. It was water and coffee, and so I drank coffee all of the time and I loved it. I loved every minute of it. All right, I'm about to go for a run with Riley, hopefully get her some energy down, out. I don't know what I'm trying to say right now. I just gotta go run and I hate running. Did you have a good run, Miley? Yeah, we'll go run, big dog. She did good for her first run. We still gotta work on getting her to stay right here on the hip when we're out. She's new to the area, so she wants to kind of explore things. We need to work on that with her next. But I said it 100 times and I will say it again. I hate running, but I love coffee. I hate running, but I love coffee. I hate running and I love coffee. Don't worry, I'm not gonna say that actually 100 times. I'm not sure where the 100 times came from, but I'm about to get my actual workout in now. I've been talking to a couple different guys here lately about the gaming stuff that I've been telling you guys about. Hopefully we're gonna be getting that figured out soon. I'm gonna be down in Cookeville Friday, meeting up with one of them, possibly meeting up with another. I don't know if he's still in the area or not, but we're gonna talk about doing some gaming stuff together, doing some filming of that, and we're gonna get that hopefully out to you guys. It'll just kind of depend on one, when everybody's available, and two, when I'm able to get a halfway decent computer that'll actually run the games that I needed to, because right now, while my game can run them, they don't look good. They're very choppy, they're very bad. They're just bad. The problem with working out right after you climb is that your grip is just completely shot, and it makes every move that much more difficult to do. But you gotta get that pump in. You gotta get that nice tricep pump going. Yeah, get it going. I'm like having trouble getting everything in frame right now. I should probably be focusing on my workout. I mean, that's what I'm supposed to be doing. I don't even know what number I'm on. I've lost count. So I am going to try to do another heat treat. I am very nervous about it because I've ruined 3 knives and I'm almost out of stainless steel, which is what I've been using for that kitchen knife. So I am extremely nervous. I'm doing it a little bit differently this time. I am doing the heat treat before I do the grinding actually, which is something I've never done before. I know some knife makers do it. I don't personally. It just means you have to be a lot more careful in your grinding process because you can overheat it and ruin that temper. All right, so we are going to check to see, wow, my hair's going crazy now. I'm gonna check to see if that heat treat worked. Oh, let me adjust you. So what you do is, oh, if I don't knock you over first, take the knife and you just run that file over here. I was just skating right off it. That means that that one's heat treated well. Same goes for that one. So I'm gonna leave those to cool down a little bit, and then I'll put them in the oven at about 500 degrees. That'll give me the Rockwells that I'm looking for, and then those will be ready to grind, and I'm just gonna be really careful with my grinding, making sure I don't overheat them. So it seemed like that went right. I forgot my coffee cup outside, dang it. I won't really know though, excuse me Riley, until I take them out of the oven in about 2 hours. That's when I'll know for sure whether or not that heat treat worked. And then of course, I'll have to be very, very careful with it while I am grinding, because I didn't do hardly any grinding outside of the shaping, because that's a lot of hogging, so you really heat it up then. But outside of that, I didn't really do much shaping to begin with. Beveling is what I meant to say. Usually during this downtime, I would be working on making some other knives. However, these are the only two I have on order right now. So that allows me some time to do some sketching. I talked about wanting to do, the guy wanted me to make him a kukri a while ago, a couple days ago. I'm out of breath. But this time, because I have to leave it in for 4 hours total, this time allows me plenty of time to sit down and start sketching out some ideas for the kukri. Alrighty, so we have the first sketch of the kukri. That handle still needs a lot of work, but the guy liked the blade, so I'm gonna stick with that and go from there, work on the handle, try to figure out what to do with that. Item number 2 on this agenda of this little speech right here, I'm just gonna move on and talk about it. The second picture for you guys to roast is on my Facebook, it's on my Instagram. Hit me up, roast me a little bit, not too much. I mean, like, my self-confidence is low right now, you guys, so I need you guys like to knock it down to 0. I need you guys to knock it all the way down. So go check those out. Be sure to leave me a roast, and yeah, just leave me a roast, you guys. I don't know what the and was for. I'm gonna work on something really quick. I don't think I've ever talked about this before in the vlog, but my mother's side of the family is Puerto Rican. Both of her parents were from the island of Puerto Rico, but my dad's side of the family is from Scotland. The name Crawford is a Scottish name, and so a couple years ago I took a jewelry making class and I made this little, it's a brooch. Wear it on your chest of part of the Crawford family pendant. I didn't have enough time to finish it out. It's got the stag right there, and then it needs a belt that runs around it. I just haven't had time to do that. I don't have the stuff in this shop to do all that stuff. But I am gonna take just a little bit and actually do some sanding on this. You can see it's really dirty. It needs to be cleaned up. So I'm just gonna clean it up real quick with some like 600 grit. All right, so that piece has a lot more sanding that I have to do on it. It's been warped over the past couple of years that I've had it. I've had it for like 4 years, I think. Yeah, something like that. So it's been warped over that time, just taking dents and stuff. So I've got a lot more stuff that I've got to do with it. But I'm gonna clock off for the day, you guys. I can't see anything right now. Give it a like, leave a comment, subscribe, and give it a share if you felt like it deserved it, you guys. I am fond of all of your faces. I will see you guys tomorrow.